Hi guys, okay, I'm back. I gotta get the other phone, hang on. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. First person is Sophia. Why is the Empress continuously pops up in my readings? Will I be pregnant this month? I really hope not, because I wasn't careless. No, it doesn't have to be this month. No. Well, the Empress can mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to mean, it could be love, money, abundance, prosperity. If you're not careless, you don't have anything to worry about. But it could be something that's coming in the future. So just be careful. Let's see. Yeah, it's not this month. It's not this month, but you have to continue to be careful. Melissa, love reading. You got it? Falling asleep? What happened? You want more? No? Okay. I love reading for Melissa. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a very perseverant Sagittarius coming in who's going to be a lot of fun. You are maybe a little undecided about this person when you first meet them, but they're a lot of fun. All 10 cups will be full if you decide to move forward. If you are with someone right now, current relationship can take on like an adventurous hobby, or you may be doing things out of the ordinary. You also have good karma around love, and you have that feeling like things are just meant to be with the Judgment card. Cece, will M contact me this weekend? I'm not convinced. I don't think so. Eli, love reading. Okay, you've got a grounded relationship coming in with, if you're not with anybody right now, with the Taurus. This person will treat you like absolute gold. Be careful if you don't want children when the Empress shows up. Otherwise, it's a favorable omen. You may also be making a decision to walk away from things that no longer serve you, heading into a positive direction and heading into a personal transformation coming up. Beautiful one, General. Okay, you have a wish around you, so put that out into the universe, and then your life moves forward quickly. You may be laying down the law, setting up boundaries, cutting through the bullshit, and leaving regret in the past, leaving anxiety and arguments in the past. Moving forward, making a decision to find happiness on all 10 levels, with all 10 cups being full. Allison, what is going to happen between Jenny and Robert? There's a third party that could get involved in this situation. That could be a problem. They do have some luck around the situation, but I don't know how long that's going to last. The third party may show up that may kind of ruin it for them. They both need to listen to their intuition. That third party can screw things up for them, big time. Elizabeth, what are Chris's next move towards me? Well, he's undecided. He's got indecision around him, and he also has some anxiety. It's mild anxiety, though. It's not so bad. You may have some communication that comes in, maybe hanging out, but things are a little bit like wishy-washy with him at this point. Like, he's a little undecided on what to do. Yeah, you probably have some good communication, though. You'll probably be speaking a lot. New chapter. I spoke to George, gave him a piece of my mind. What does the future hold, and what can I expect from him? You're going to have choices. You got choices around you. You have a Libra here that may be coming in. And you also have another wish, put that out into the universe. Your life changes fast when you leave things in the past that no longer serve you. There's going to be another argument around him, around you and him. He's not happy. You guys are going to have another argument about this. I don't know if he's going to reach out to you. You're not done talking about this situation, whatever it is that you were arguing about. Elizabeth, love in general for the next 2 months. Perseverance leads to a celebration around a new job. When it comes to love, things may be a little bit up and down, kind of all over the place. You may be feeling prepared to move forward, but then you don't follow through with it. Or you may be feeling prepared to change something around about love, but then you get cold feet, or luck isn't on your side, or the timing isn't there. There also could be a minor disappointment around love, and then things can change fast. Maybe somebody else may come in. Sagittarius is coming in. I don't know if there's a Sagittarius around you right now. If not, it's a new Sagittarius coming in. You also have a Pisces coming in. T. Yvette, general love. You got a love relationship coming in with a Leo, if you're not with anyone right now. Actually, there could be a Capricorn here too. You may have to make a decision at some point. Either way, it's going to be your choice, but you're also going to have, they're both going to treat you really well. Like love, money, abundance, fertility. Empress is a favorable omen when it comes to a love relationship, but you may have to decide at some point between two different people. Coco, how is Kate feeling about me reaching out to her? She feels almost a little bit surprised, well prepared. She's glad that she got to speak to you, or that she will be glad if you didn't actually speak yet. She will be happy to hear from you or to speak to you. It does look like things move forward slowly. So if you haven't established like a conversation yet, it might be a little bit slow, but it's coming. The world is at her feet. She feels happy. She's glad that you reached out. New chapter. Will George get his karma for what he did to me? And if so, what will it be? I can't read somebody else's karma. I don't know. Karma is a funny thing, right? It's like, there have been people in my life that have hurt me. I never hurt them. Maybe karma comes back a different way, and I don't know. I don't see it. But it takes two to tango, and I'm not placing blame on anyone. Trust me, I've been in a number of crazy situations myself. But you're both equally participating in it. And, how do I say it? I've been in situations like this before myself, where it's like you really want to see somebody pay for what they've done, but we're not God, we're not in control of that. And I can't read that for someone because I don't know. And we don't know the karma, like, like. All right, it's not buffering there anymore. Let's see. Okay, it should be okay now. All right. So karma is funny. So it's like if he goes bankrupt, loses his job, he goes bankrupt, he loses his house. Is that the karma that he gets for what he did to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't read karma. One thing doesn't always equal another, and people feel pain differently. Some people really value money, so losing money to them is the worst thing in the world. Some people really value love. I would rather be piss poor broke and be with somebody I really love than have somebody else pay for me to live in a mansion and I hate his guts. So you can't, I can't read on somebody else's karma. So if you want to ask a different question, and I wouldn't know what it would be. Sister, my transfer is in. Is it the right decision? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Star, what's going on with the Sag in love? They've got a water sign around them that may feel passionately about them. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. They also may be doing some like wild, adventurous things, or things out of the ordinary. They also have a Libra around them. It doesn't look like they have anything super serious though. Nine of Wands is in reverse, so that would kind of indicate like they feel like they have a long winding road ahead of them, that they're not really settled into anything just yet. Nikki K, Leo's thoughts around me. Thinks that you're very strong, sincere, down to earth, loyal, creative, well balanced, intelligent. Intelligent, sometimes maybe a little bit argumentative, or a little bit pushing the envelope when it comes to, like, I don't know, topics, like that kind of stuff, like provocative maybe, intuitive, attractive. Attractive comes up again. Sister, why did he never respond to my last message 3 weeks ago? He just doesn't want to open the door right now. And he feels like if he reads the message, he's going to be compelled to answer it. And he just doesn't want to go there right now. This guy is very selfish and does what he wants when he wants, and no one can make him do otherwise. He's very difficult to deal with. Adrienne, is something cool coming? You may have a vacation, a little vacation to water, by water, or around water. You also may be coming into great happiness and a personal transformation with the Death card. Sister Moon, how will transfer change energy between us? Well, there's indecision and, well, no, wait. The Two of Swords, sometimes I see it as indecision when it's in reverse, but when it's upright, more of like making a decision. Making a decision to walk away from something that's not serving you is going to be better for you. You're actually going to have a new love interest. Yeah, you have around you a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, or a Cancer. And I think that once you put a little distance between the two of you, you're going to feel like it's for the best. Cece, love reading for the next week. You have a Libra around you, but you also have choices. There may be a fire sign around you as well, Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. And you may feel like you've been put at the right place at the right time sometime next week. L, energy if I continue to get my daughter to cook. Oh, no. Comes up a little bit of a disaster. And a little bit unsuccessful. It just may be a process. It may take time before she finds her skill. It takes a little bit of time. That's it. She's just going to need some time and some practice. Leo, what is the Taurus secretly feeling about me? Thinks that you're happy, passionate, caring, kind, spiritually connected, adventurous, creative, peaceful, and attractive. Malika, overall general. Life moves forward quickly. You have good karma on your side. Laying down the law, setting up boundaries, cutting through bullshit brings in a lot of success. Brings in a lot of success. You're also spot on with your intuition. All right, I gotta plug that phone in. Hang on. Phantom. What's happened with A recently? She's a Capricorn. I'm sorry. You're okay. Yes, you're all right. She's about to begin a personal transformation, or she may be approaching that, or she just started, or, things are starting to transform around her for the better. She's feeling confident, or she will be. This may be coming up. Her life can move forward quickly, feeling stable. Cause for celebration is around her. I don't know if she's trying to get over an addiction problem, or there's something like that going on. Something that she overindulges in. She's trying to put it behind her. Or she's trying to move forward, or maybe she's trying to get it so that it doesn't have so much control over her life. New chapter. What's going on with Catherine and George? What does the future hold for them? Oh boy. They're a disaster. They've got a tower moment coming in. Somebody is maybe threatening too. The love has run out. These two are a fucking disaster. And it pisses me off when I see this. Because life is too short to be fucking miserable. But yet these two, nobody looks like they're leaving. But yet they don't look like they have anything. There's like nothing between them. It's very frustrating. But that's what comes up. I mean, eventually, I think that she'll throw him out before he leaves, I think. But it's not happening fast enough. Look, there's arguments. You just saw me shuffle these, right? You just saw it? You heard it? What came up again? Disaster. I'm telling you right now, the powers that be better straighten things out because there's so many people that are in these crazy situations, or people are just assholes. Like, oh my God, I'm just, you know, we have one of those days where you're like, when I thought I heard it all. Well, this was one of those days. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why people stay together and go through this, but they're going to continue to argue and fight. Lion, love general for July. Love general for July. You got, all right, if you're not with anyone right now, you got different options coming in. You have an Aquarius coming in. You also have a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You're about to embark on a new beginning of a new transformation, and you're also embarking on a new journey. Walking away from things that no longer serve you, stabilizing, and you have good luck. So there should be a number of different options coming in for you. Maybe not just in July, but coming up. Phantom, my silly question. Who's gonna, oh my God. I so don't want to get into politics on this channel. I really don't. All right. Besides, between now and then, we've got so much that can happen. I don't want to get cussed out no matter what I say. All right, we have plenty of time until the election, so this can always change. Okay. What are the chances that Trump wins? I get a 70% that he wins, and that causes lots of transformation. Now let's ask about Biden. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised if somebody else came in. I mean, the way this year is going, I feel like almost anything can happen. What are the chances that Biden is going to win? All right, I get a 33% chance that he wins, but with him, he brings balance, or he brings respect, and a win for him would have to come out of the blue. It wouldn't be something that they would be seeing. I don't know. Whatever. Politics. Anyhow, moving along. But like I said, it's early yet. Things can change between now and then. Adriana, what's going to change my life? You got a bunch of things happening. So it's not like, you know, it's just one thing that comes in that changes, but it's like a series of little things that come in that change. the change overall. So it's like laying down the law, setting up boundaries brings you in respect. It also brings you in stability around work, paying off a debt, and more money coming in. But then that may give you some more confidence, and then you have some people coming in. You have a water sign coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also have a Sagittarius here, and perseverance comes in, which also may take you in a different direction, feeling very passionately, and then your life moves forward quickly. So, you know, sometimes it's like one little thing changes and then a series of different things happen, and then before you know it, you're not in the same place anymore. And it's bizarre how that happens. For 14 years, I worked 2 jobs, but the same 2 jobs and the same schedule. Monday through Sunday, like it was the same thing. And then all of a sudden, one little thing changed, and then things just started to shift. So it's, you know, it's bizarre. Goddess, is B and P trying to bring trouble or drama to me? Is B and P trying to bring? 33% chance, yes, that's pretty low. I don't think they're really trying to. Oh, Anna made a donation for Sonia and for one newbie. All right, enough. No talk, no politics on this channel, please, because it's divisive, and I don't want to divide people up. Everyone has a right to have their own opinion. I don't see Sonia yet. All right, Sonia, put it in the Purple Hearts. Miss Lavon, General. Life changes quickly. You have some adventure coming in. You also have new love coming in, or a rekindling of love. Perseverance comes in around you. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Virgo here. You have a soulmate relationship or a new rekindled relationship happening that moves forward quickly. Now, if it's not a Virgo, if you're like, oh, I'm with somebody else, the Virgo card could also be taking time to stop and think about what it is that you want out of life and how you're going to move forward. And then whoever you're with, your relationship rekindles. Phantom, a reading from Malapali. Okay, so Malapali, and who was the other one? Sonia. Goddess, when will I find my own place? Could be by in the month of September. Oh, there's Malapali's. Will I reconcile with the Libra? If yes, when? %, chance, yes, you will. And it could be sometime before the end of the summer, like within the next 2 months. Miss Ronnie. Sag came by my job with another guy in the car. Was the convo positive about me when they left? Yes, it was positive. Yeah. Ice Queen. General read, sure. Walking away from things that no longer serve you take you to the top of the mountain where you can breathe a sigh of relief and success comes in. Creative project may be coming in, paying off a bill or a debt or something that's been hanging over your head. And then you come to all 10 cups are full. So you have a little bit of a journey, but you're on your way to happiness. AJ. How did Casper feel when seeing me today? Good. Like a wish, the world was at his feet, and good karma, justice. Sonia. Oh, damn, I don't see it. TD, what's going on with the Aries now? He's got another disaster around him, or it might be the same disaster he's dealing with. There may be, somebody may have really been disappointing and done something to him that's like betraying. The devil. Okay, so he may be going through a disaster with somebody that has some kind of an addiction of some type that may have done something to him that's betraying. So I don't know if he's got a friend or a relative or somebody close to him that's got a serious problem. Maybe, who knows, maybe stole money or did something betraying. The devil card would be some type of an addiction. I think he's going through some bullshit. Let's just put it that way. Sonia, what kind of a person is D? What is, I don't know about him. He hides himself into a kind of a personality that I'm not convinced about. So in other words, you're saying that something about him doesn't resonate with you that is legit and that he's fake and putting on an act. And you want to know what's the truth. He does put on a little bit of an act. You know what he does? He's got a lot of broken pieces. He's got some heartbreak. He's got a mild tower moment. Somebody maybe betrayed him. He's over it, but the wound is still there. And he overcompensates. So, you know, he may act tough. He may act like, you know, that he's, you know, strong, or but he's not. And he's overcompensating. So I think that's like the phoniness that you're picking up. He acts tougher than he is. Like he's not as prepared or persistent as he acts like he is. He doesn't have the best luck. He kind of can't get out of his own way. However, he can be stable, and the Empress is like very legit. It's like money, love, abundance, prosperity, fertility. You know, that's a good omen, but it's like, you know, at some point you have to be real about what's gone on and how, you know, why you are the way you are. And he is hiding behind a mask. He's not a bad person at all. He just has, you know, he's wearing a mask, and we all are. We all are. That's how we can navigate through life. Some people are hiding more than others. I don't think he's hiding anything terrible from you, but I don't think that he's as strong or as tough as he would want you to believe, or that he would want people to believe. New chapter. How does George feel about what I said to him? He's not happy. He's not going to hold back either. So when you speak to him or when he reaches out to you, he's going to kind of let you know. You got some sharp words here. But that's okay. You know, this is maybe what needs to happen. He feels like you kind of stabbed him in the back. He deserves it. I mean, really, you know, it's amazing to me that people can do that. People can do something really, really terrible, but yet in a way, in their own mind, have a way of turning around, justifying it, and blaming you for it. Yeah, this isn't gonna, it's gonna come out. But it's like, he's not happy. Let's put it that way. Nobody likes to be called out on their bullshit. Anna, what's coming in love for me? All right, you have a soulmate relationship coming in. You also have the world at your feet, and the love cup is full. You won't be holding yourself back, but you have a couple of different people. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a Pisces, but you also have an air sign, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. So there may be choices or a couple of different people around. All right, you guys, really with the politics. I don't want to talk about politics on this channel. Go somewhere else and talk about politics. TD, Aries energy towards me. Exactly. It's my fault because I shouldn't have answered the question. This channel is to bring people together, not divide people up. So if you want to talk about politics, go find another channel to talk about it. The Aries energy towards you is strong. You got the Aries right here, and you have the Strength card. He also may be feeling a little bit of regret. But that's good. That's good. Feeling regret at being accountable for what he's done. You know what I'm saying? Anna. How Virgo felt after seeing me. Well, overall, he felt very good. He felt like he was at the right place at the right time. There is definitely a love connection. Temperance, balance, patience, compassion. Also feeling like pleasantly surprised or joyous. I don't know, sounds stupid, but that's, you know, the Queen of Cups is like an emotional kind of a feeling. He's so detached. Which person are we talking about now? The Virgo. Oh, well, you know what? This would be my suggestion for everyone. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? Just do what comes natural. The more you have to try to pretend to be something or act a certain way, the more complicated things get. Just be who you are. And things will be fine. TD, how will the road trip go on Sunday? It should, overall, it should go really well. The Magician is here. You got a good wish. There may be, look, we have Mercury retrograde. There may be a holdup or a standstill, or there may be traffic. Something may be annoying. But overall, there's passion. Use your intuition. I don't know if you're going by water, to water, by water, or around water. Overall, it should go well. It might be a long trip, though. 9 of Wands in reverse. Virgo rising. Will me and the Scorpio communicate again next month? Yeah. Yep, there's communication coming in for you guys. Coco, K's intentions towards me. Good intentions, happiness, lovers, feeling respectful, and also feeling very well grounded. The intentions that things should be moving forward, or the relationship should be blossoming. TD, will my mom end up going with us? I think so. 70% chance, yeah. Phantom, general love reading. You've got a new beginning or a new journey starting, and you may be doing that within Aries. You also somebody may be coming back that's got a little bit of regret or feels bad about the way that they left with the Six of Cups. They may be looking for a new beginning. This could be someone from your past. That's going to be up to you whether or not you decide to take them back or give it another chance. Oh, you got other people coming in. You got a Pisces and an Aquarius coming in. But either way, no matter what you choose, you have happiness with the Sun card. So you can't lose, but you will have some choices and a new journey. A new chapter. How do people that romantically like view me? Okay, once again, reading for people, you know, it's very general. As attractive, balanced, peaceful, intelligent, hardworking, kind. But that's general, you know, like if you ask somebody, you know, like what's her favorite, like what do you like best about her? Everybody's going to say something different. So, AJ, is Casper afraid of dating me because of Marcus? Yeah. 70% chance, yes, but because of the Three of Cups, it's like he feels like he's the third party, or he's afraid he's going to be the third party. Priscilla, what are Antonio's intentions towards me? Antonio's intentions. Okay. Well, he's got some... he's not going to hold himself back. So he does come forward at some point. But this might be like a long and winding road. It may take a long time to get there. Temperance is in reverse. Balance, patience, compassion is upside down. So he's like not there yet. He's not in the game yet. But that can change, and you can have some good luck that come in. But this could take a while. So I would keep your options open. Love 44. Will I see S within the next 3 days? Yeah, you should. Starbright, how does he feel about the Pisces? How does he feel about the Pisces? He may be betrayed by the Pisces. He's uncertain about the Pisces. Or he feels like the Pisces has choices. I don't know if this is someone who's betrayed him. It's not that good. Or he may feel that she's not too stable, or he's a little undecided. TD, is that why he hasn't been talking to me? And will he soon? Yeah. And yeah, you should hear from him soon. Because you get the 9 of Wands, which is very positive. But that whatever it is that's going on, maybe the same thing that was happening the last time, only it's like resurfacing. Mercury retrograde can do that. Like it might not be something else, it may be the same thing. Kira, how does Leroy feel about the Apple Watch I got him? Prepared and passionate. I guess he really liked it. That's a nice gift. There's a trip that always comes up around you. To water, by water, or around water. Kira, general for this weekend. Well, you have some choices coming in around you. 7 of Cups. Feeling like you have the world at your feet. No longer holding yourself, no longer feeling stuck in the mud. And you have good luck this week. There also may be somebody from your past that comes back. Could be an old friend. It could be anybody from your past. It may just be somebody that you run into. What? What's going on? What's going on? All right, that's a really sad face. I think the weekend will be okay. You got good luck around it. Maybe run into someone you haven't seen in a while. Cat, should I go for the water sign or the fire sign guy? Okay, let's see. Water sign. Fire sign. Fire sign comes up stronger. Kira, general for next week. You got some good karma coming in. You also have the love cup full. You may be working on a creative project. This comes up around you a lot too. And reconnecting with the spiritual practice. Miss Ronnie, Sagittarius energy towards me. He's got loving energy coming, but he also has like a little bit of passion coming in. This guy is something else. Like the cups would be like emotions, like, you know, it's not like sex, but then he's got passion too. But the cups are definitely here. So he's got, and I feel like he's not going to be real vocal about talking about his emotions. Daily Tarot, when are we moving? Maybe sometime this fall. Mariana, Cancer's current feelings towards me. Like things are a little bit like on pause, kind of slowed down. But you do have some good karma that comes in. They may feel a little bit weak right now. That has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with themselves. And they may be feeling about walking away from things that no longer serve them. That has nothing to do with you either. That's just something they're going through. They think that you're kind, successful, excuse me, attractive. And, I mean, I would say they have a lot of respect for you. They may be going through a bit of a funk in themselves, having nothing to do with you. It's just like funky stuff, like feeling like I need to get away from things, or I feel like I need to change something, or I need to, they're going through something. I don't want to say like a midlife crisis, but like some kind of a crisis. Like they want to recapture something. I don't know. But they do care about you. There's no doubt about that. Allison, what will happen in 6 months between Jenny and Robert? He called off the wedding. She's a wreck, but he's perfectly fine. I keep telling everyone that there's something else and not to hold their breath. Well, it's not a good sign if somebody calls off. Well, all right, let's see. Will Jenny and Robert, what do you want me to ask if they're going to get married? You know, it's like now with the COVID thing, it's like I feel like that's like a way out for so many people, like for so many different things, like not just for weddings. But if he's fine and he's really fine, she needs to look at that, because do you want to marry someone who called off the wedding and is okay with it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what will happen in 6 months between Jenny and Robert? No good. No good. Maybe he's involved with someone else, or maybe he's, yeah, this is not a good sign. You know, it sounds like shit, and I hate to say this, but it's better off that it happens now than 6 months after the wedding. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, you want to have a wedding when it's not going to last? You want to spend all that money? You want people to come and see it? You want people to spend money? I mean, I don't know what the etiquette is, too. Like, do you give back the gifts if the wedding doesn't last? I don't know. It just could be something that would be totally avoided. If he doesn't want to go through with this wedding, it would be a blessing in disguise, rather than find out, you know, a month afterwards. You know what I mean? It's better to not do it than to do it and regret it. And you don't know how many people that stories I've heard where people would be like, I was dragging my feet down that aisle because I knew I just didn't want to do it, but I did it anyway. It's scary. It seems like when people get to like the age of like 27, 28, 20, like they're like, oh my God, I'm 100 years old. I need to just grab anyone. And I've heard many situations. One girl that I went to high school with, I worked with somebody who was friends with her parents. And she, oh my God, she was, the woman I worked with was like, I can't believe it. Her father like withdrew from his 401k like $55,000 or $60,000, paid for this wedding. A month after she got married, she came home and she's like, I don't want to be with you anymore. And the father was like, oh, you're going to be with him. You made a vow. They didn't last. And then what happened was, she left the husband and she started dating someone else, and the father was like, not with my married daughter, you're not. But this is the lesson. Number one, pay for your own wedding. You don't have to answer your father. And number two, don't get married. Anyhow, I don't know where they are now, but that was then. Liz, how is R feeling about me? Feels good. Feels that you're you have an exciting side. Feels that you're kind, you're loyal, you can be impulsive, attractive. It's lacking perseverance. That's what he's lacking. Phantom, reading for Vesa. Okay, let's see. Should I stay in America for my surgery or go to Colombia? Should I stay in America for the surgery? I would stay in America. I would. Jay, why is Grace's need for attention? It's so draining. That is draining. Yeah. Yeah. People that need attention, it usually has something to do with self-esteem and worthiness. Like I say it all the time, the mind, the brain, it's a computer, right? So it adds up things. It tries to figure things out. Well, if he texts me 5 times a day, he likes me. Oh, today he only texts me 3 times. He doesn't like me. Oh, he texts me 7 times, so that means he likes me more. None of that is true. But the brain is trying to add one thing to the next. You know, it's like these people, they're going to get married. Oh, they must be in love. Oh, he must really love her. But the truth is that he doesn't. You know what I mean? So it's like things don't always add up to what they should, but the mind is looking for that. So that's why she needs the attention. That's unfortunate because when people have that need where they need something, that builds resistance. So if you need someone to call you or you need to talk to somebody constantly, it pushes people away. And people don't realize that they do it. And it's interesting because I tell the story a lot. A friend of mine is dating somebody who the roles were reversed. She's like, listen, I don't need to talk to you 24/7. I'm busy. You know, I'll talk to you when I talk to you. And he thought as a guy, he was doing the right thing by constantly being in contact with her. And she was like, listen, back up. But it's funny when the situation is reversed, right? Because we're used to women always wanting the attention. But here it was, he was giving her that attention and she was like, all right, I got it, you know? If she needs attention, it will be very draining. Yeah. Yeah, because it's like She wants to know that you like her. She wants your attention. She wants to know that you like her. She wants to be important. This is all ego stuff. So she's coming from an ego place, ego and fear. It's kind of low vibration, which, like you said, it's draining. It may push you away. Julie, is Don's girl still doing spell work on him? She might be. She could be. Allison, do I have COVID? I've been sick. I don't think you have it, but you know what? I would just go get a test anyway, if you can. I don't think you have it. SS, exam is starting soon. Any messages? You're balanced. You're grounded. Take a deep breath. You got good luck on your side. You should be okay. AJ, if I ask Aid to see him before moving, how will he respond? I think he'll want to see you. I think he's going to want to see you. Hopefully time allows it, because it does look like there may be a time crunch, or setting up a time may be difficult, but I think he'll want to see you. Krista, is Dee going through Jay's phone, or has she actually synced it up to another device like an iPad to monitor him? You can do that? God, fuck. People are crazy. Now, let me ask you this question. Do you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you need to do that to? I mean, is that fucking nuts? All right, let's see. Has she synced it up to another device to monitor him? I'm not convinced that she's done that, but she is spying on him. You know, just when I think that I've heard it all, you know, didn't I say that earlier? Just when I think I've heard it all. I mean, I had somebody once that her husband, she wasn't cheating on him. She gave him no reason to believe she was cheating. He thought she was convinced she was cheating, put a GPS tracker on her car. And the most bizarre thing is that he was so fucking dumb that he would say things to her, like at night, like when he came home from work or whatever, he would be like, oh, Mrs. Smith saw you at Rite Aid. And she would be like, oh, that's weird. I didn't see her. Why didn't she say anything? And like this kept happening, and she couldn't figure, like, how do these people see me and I'm not seeing them? And so she realized there was this tracker on the car, and it was reporting to him where she was. So she went to Rite Aid, and he got the whatever report. I mean, that's crazy. And he didn't even have reason. She wasn't cheating on him. There was no reason for him to believe that. It's crazy shit. Autumn, what is coming my way in the next 6 months? I mean, with the way this year has been going, I don't know, an anvil? It's crazy this year. Fucking year. God. Help us all. Okay, well, this shouldn't come as a shock. The next 6 months may be slow moving. But once again, I'm not so sure how soon we're opening, you know, so that may have something to do with it, you know, where you live. You may be slow for that reason. And you might be feeling like you have a long and winding road ahead of you and it's a long way to the top. Use your intuition. Your intuition will be spot on moving forward. Somebody comes in out of the blue that you maybe didn't think you were going to hear from, or that you haven't heard from in a while. Maybe you thought you'd never hear from them again, but they should surprise you coming up. You have strength coming in. The person that shows up may be an earth sign. They could be, you have here a Capricorn and you have a Taurus. Ooh, excuse me. And be careful that you're not holding yourself back. If opportunities arise, go for it, whatever it is. Walking away from things that no longer serve you. When you make a decision to do that, you head towards happiness. All 10 cups being full. SS. Will de-question me from database that I've prepared. I don't think so. But it does look like you have choices. So I don't know what they ask, if they're going to ask you and give you choices. It may not be as hard as you think. What's the matter, bub? Red nappy. So much just happened. General for the next 3 weeks. Somebody from your past is returning within the next 3 weeks, or give or take. Love cup is full. You may decide to take a course, go back to school. Excuse me, start like an apprenticeship or something, learn a new skill, which makes you feel successful. It could take you to the next level career-wise. Judgment card, being at the right place at the right time. Things move forward slowly, so I don't know exactly what's gone on, but it looks like things aren't moving forward quickly. But don't be discouraged by that. It's like it's part of the story. You have a wish, put that out into the universe. Elsa, what's currently going on between Kai and girlfriend? Their relationship may be okay, but at some point it starts to like unravel a little bit, or it starts to feel a little bit ungrounded. There is happiness around them. They have the Sun card here, but that may be temporary. That might not last forever. One of them may be feeling a little bit stuck and maybe a little bit undecided about what to do. I would say that for now they're okay. It's not gonna last forever. Like, I think at some point, maybe by the end of the year, things start to unravel a bit. Jay Allen, how's Grace feel about me pulling my energy back? Mm, not really craving that. No, she doesn't really like that. Makes her feel undecided, insecure, upside down, and unbalanced. Julie, has Don's girl sent out or sending out bad or evil to me? No, I don't think so. No. Oh my God, I could write a book. I really could. Oh, don't cry, baby. Cat. What does he pray for in this situation? Hey. He's praying for knowledge. That's what comes up. Knowledge and possibly a new beginning. And peace. Mariana, will I end up pregnant soon? I'm only getting a 33% chance soon. Jay Allen, why am I so afraid of turning 30 next year? That's funny because a lot of people have that fear. I remember when I was turning 30, I felt like it was like 100 years old. I really did. I don't know. It seems like there's a big difference between 29 and 30. I know people are like, it's just a number. Yeah, okay, but it's my number and I don't like it. I get it. Yeah, look, you feel like a disaster. It makes you feel off balance, unrespected, upside down. Now, once again, everything always comes back to us, so we already know that. So what does it represent to you? Obviously, these days, 30 is not old, but it could feel old because why? And then you have to figure out what that answer is. Like, I remember reading that Madonna had a huge birthday party for herself when she turned 36 because I think her mother died right before she turned 36, or it was around 36, something like that. And I remember thinking, like for Madonna, turning 36 was like, well, I outlived my mother. Like, which I can understand that. So there was that fear. Like, it was like, well, a fear of not making it as long, or a fear of, what if I don't make it? So you have to figure out what it is. Is it that there's something that you wish you would have succeeded at already and you haven't? I think when I turned 30, I probably felt like I was getting too old to, like, I guess, like, I don't know, I can't even say. My friends weren't married. A lot of my friends weren't married, but maybe I felt like I wanted to at that point be married and have kids, and I didn't. And I think that maybe that's why the number 30 scared me. You got to figure out what it is. There's something that it represents to you, because The truth is that one day you're going to be 29, the next day you're going to be 30. But in between those 2 days, not much is going to happen. So what is so scary about it? But there's always an issue underneath it, always. And it's just a matter of figuring out what it is. It usually, when it comes to age, I think for most people, comes down to time running out and something that they haven't accomplished yet, or they haven't, like, I don't know what it's like to really be in love, or I don't really know what it's like to have a lot of money, or I don't know what it's like to have great success, or I haven't bought my home yet, that kind of thing. When the birthday comes up, it kind of, oh, well, here's another birthday where this was I was driving to work once. This was years ago, and I used to work down by the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and that was a bitch of a ride in the morning. So I'm on 17 in traffic, and it was around Thanksgiving, and the DJ said, Charles Manson's getting married. You know, he was in jail. Charles Manson's getting married. And the other DJ said, good luck explaining to everyone at Thanksgiving dinner why Charles Manson's getting married, but you're not, or you have no one, or you're here alone, or something like that. And I was hysterical because I understood what they meant. You know, like, somebody wants to marry Charles Manson, but nobody wants me. So there's something that you wish had happened or wanted to have happened by the time you turn 30 that hasn't happened yet. That's why the number is scary. And it may be because a lot of times is we're comparing ourselves to other people. Well, he's got a Porsche, or he's got a house, or he has a yacht, and what do I have? And all of that is all bullshit, but it's the issue, right? So it's whatever that issue is. Jessica, how's Xavier feel? For me, he's my twin flame. All right, I got to tell you about the twin flame thing. I don't really buy into all that twin flame stuff. How do you know he's your twin flame? These questions, and I'm going to tell you why. Because readers will tell people that this is your twin flame to keep that person chasing after them. Oh, it's okay, he's my twin. It's okay, he's my twin. This is what I've been taught about the twin flame, and I don't really even believe that much in it. Soulmate relationships, okay. But what I was taught was that when you meet your twin flame, you will never have to question it. You'll just know. It will never be somebody who you would ever have to question. If you question the person, it's either a soulmate relationship or it could be a false flame. But then again, I mean, like, sometimes I'm like, well, there's a whole lot of shit out there and a whole lot of reasons why none of this may be really true. You know what I'm saying? And how old are you? You know, like that kind of thing. Like, chances are at 16, 18, 27, you probably haven't met your twin. But most people don't. And that's why I don't know whether or not I believed it. But this was interesting. The way that I was taught was that you and the twin are very much alike. And I've had this experience in my life where, like, certain monumental things have happened the same weekend or the same time that the other person didn't know. So for example, my dog, actually today, June 25th, my dog died 9 years ago on June 25th. At the same time, right? I didn't know him. We weren't together. This person who I was involved with, his dog died the same weekend. And the reason why we know that there was that weekend, like when I brought it up, was that because we had torrential rains here, and these roads don't flood, but the roads flooded so bad that he happened to be coming back from the hospital because his sister had just had a baby, and he flooded his car right outside my complex, and the car was destroyed. I didn't see it. I wasn't here. I mean, but we know it was the same weekend. So they say that things like that happen. So his dog died the same weekend my dog died, which was the same weekend that we had this rain. His sister had this. All right. So then we had a couple of other things that kind of personal to both of our families, so I don't want to get into it. But anyway, happened at the same weekend. We weren't together. Another time, him and I both had a very bad fight and breakup with our significant others. Same weekend. The reason why we know is because it was his birthday, which was around the same time as one of my friends' birthdays. And I was on the phone wishing my friend a happy birthday when I got the message I got. So these are all signs, a twin flame. And I still don't believe it, because I just don't believe it. Could he have been a false flame? Very possible. But the idea of getting stuck in an idea of twin, soulmate, this kind of thing, makes people hold on to things a lot longer than they should. So that's why I'm saying just be careful with that. Yeah, and who's told you that it was a twin? All right, I'm going to just answer it. How Xavier feels. He feels okay. He may be a little bit of a slow mover, Knight of Pentacles. The Empress is in reverse, which can be a little bit wishy-washy. It's much better when the Empress is upright, but you guys have good karma around the situation right now, where he may think that you're well-balanced, peaceful, easy to get along with. He thinks that you're hardworking. He may think that you're loving, kind, perseverant, attractive, loving. Loving comes up a lot. You got a lot of cups here. 3 of Pentacles. He may feel like the relationship is built on solid ground. I would just, like I said, be careful with the twin flame thing, because people tend to get stuck in, you know, oh, it's okay, it's my twin, we're meant to be together. And then what it does is it just puts you in a mindset where you constantly end up chasing after somebody, and it's just not healthy. Anyhow. Miss Ronnie, general for the week. The week should be pretty decent. You got the sun coming out by the end of the week. Use your intuition, it's spot on. Yeah, there could be a little arguing or bickering. It's the wands, it's not the biggest of deals, but by the end of the week, the sun is out. You have the power of manifestation this week, so be careful with your thoughts, because all thoughts will manifest, especially when the magician shows up. But it should be a pretty smooth week. Just watch out for that little argument. Allison, how is Kai feeling towards me right now? I pulled all my energy back, and he's been doing sneaky things to try to get my attention. One day I hope for an apology, but it won't come until he's single, I bet. Well, I mean, here's the thing. If this guy is bad news and all you're waiting for is an apology, that's like an ego thing. You don't really need an apology from him. Just move on with your life, because he's negative. And if he's trying to do things for attention, I would just cut him out altogether, because why wait years for an apology? For what? What good is that going to do? It really isn't going to do any good. That's your ego wants that. Your ego wants to hear that he was wrong, or that you deserve better, or whatever. I would just get rid of him. I would erase him from anything if he's this negative energy, and move on with your life. There's no sense in hanging around waiting for an apology. I mean, seriously. Because all of that stuff, it's like dead weight. It's like carrying around a lot of dead weight. You know, what's he doing? Who's he's with? When are they going to break up? Who cares? Go on with your life. Let him be miserable. Let him do whatever it is he's doing. And the best revenge is having a good life with him not in it. Say that to him. He's funny, because he does want your attention, but he also thinks that you're unbalanced. So he would turn everything around and say that you were the crazy one and that you owed him the apology. At the end of the day, he could work hard to get your attention, but do you want it? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, this is a lot of negativity that we're bringing in. For what? To wait for him to break up with his girlfriend so he can tell you he's sorry? I would cut my losses and move on from him. Like, just me personally, I'm tired of, like, negativity. I don't want to be in the situations anymore where there's, like, negative energy. It's like, it's like, for what purpose? You know how many times some assholes come back and told me how they were so sorry that they treated me so poorly, and that, oh, we could have, who cares? It's too late. Goodbye. I don't need to hear it. Tell it to someone who cares. Empress, good news regarding finances. Well, you have the power of manifestation with the Magician. You have all 10 cups being full. And you have some good luck. You have the Empress and you have the Nine of Cups. Money should be improving, especially with the Empress. It's prosperity and abundance. Cat, what kind of knowledge is he trying to find? Well, he's looking for growth. So he's looking at knowledge on how he can grow and transform. He's got some regret around him, or he's been feeling a little bit negative. It could be negativity too, and he wants to move past it. Julie, will all the spell work backfire on Don's girl? He says that she treats him badly sometimes and he has problems with her son. I thought with love work, you're not to treat the person bad. Wait a minute. He says that she treats him bad sometimes and that he has problems with her son. Well, if she's doing the spell work on him, she can treat him however she wants. He's the one that has the spell work done. It depends who's doing the spell work, and it depends on what the spell work is. Candle magic, I don't really see that there's too much negativity in that. As far as like the problems with the sun, candle magic can't control that. Unruly kids, that they're unruly. We can't do anything about that. I mean, you can put a spell on a kid, but would you? I don't know that anybody would do that. And besides, this is her kid. See, if she's treating him bad, okay, so she's the one doing the spell work is controlling him. If that's what she's doing. I mean, candle magic to me doesn't really control somebody. It's just like putting energy into a situation and putting it, like, energy out into the universe. But there are witches that like summon up spirits and that kind of stuff, which is totally different. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, that interferes too much with people's free wills. And free will, like, why would you want to be with somebody that you have to cast a spell on to make them like a zombie to be in love with you? Like, why don't you just like, I don't know, get a mannequin, because that's what you're doing. So it depends what kind of work she's having done. But even if she's doing work, that doesn't control the way she and her son treat him. But if he's so unhappy, then he can make a decision to leave. And he's not, she treats him bad, but he's still there. No, I mean, I can't, I'm going to ask the cards if the spell work is going to backfire, but if I don't know what kind of spell work she's having done, or if she's doing it herself. I don't think anything is going to backfire on her. See, the problem is when we're in a situation, right? All of us, doesn't matter who we are, we're in a situation, we just see things one way. Like the question before about karma, and I'm not picking on her. We've all done it. We've all been in that situation. Is he going to get his? He's a son of a bitch. And we've all been there. But when we're in this situation, right, we don't always see everything else, right? So it's like this guy is complaining to you that this woman is not treating him right, but yet he's still carrying on a conversation with you, and you're still involved with him, but through this conversation. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on here, and then there's other things going on in your life. So it, like, if we're gonna start doing spell work, and depending on what kind it is, you know, it's like people come from a perspective of like, well, as being the most important, which we are, right? We're the most important person in our life. But it's like, if I just don't want someone to be together because I don't want them to be together, it's different. You know, it's not like, I don't know if I can get the point across, but it's like the other one, but the apology, wanting an apology, not wanting people to be together, wanting people to get bad karma. That's us taking into our own hands that our wants and needs are more important than the other people that are involved. So people that have choices, like this guy, he's choosing to stay with her, right? That's his decision. He's complaining about it, but he's not doing anything about it. So then we're looking at this situation like, well, is she going to get karma for doing this to him? But he has free will to get up and leave. He's choosing not to, but yet he wants to complain about it. So if karma is going to come back to anyone, would it come back to her? I mean, if she's doing whatever it is that she's doing, but he's no saint either. You know what I'm saying? So who's getting the karma? You know, if we look at this whole situation, let's put it this way. In everybody's life, no matter who we are, everybody in this building should be living a good life. We all should be happy. Everybody should have somebody that wants to be with them. Any of us, if we're trying to hold on to somebody who doesn't want to be with us, who would rather be with somebody else, and if that other person is saying, well, I can't leave, I don't have the money, or she's controlling, or she's putting spells on me, or this, that, and the next thing, all that is doing, you can make a million excuses, fine, but it's preventing us from being with the person that we should be with. You're only holding yourself up. If something isn't working and you're trying to force something to work, you're stopping the energy of what should be coming in. So if you're holding on really tight to guy A and you don't want to let him go, guy B can't show up. And that's what everybody's doing here. So she's putting spells on him. He's complaining about her, but yet he's not leaving. There's a lot here that has to get cleared up. And then when he leaves, what's going to happen? If he leaves, what's going to happen? And then what is she going to do? Like, everybody's like hell bent on digging their claws into somebody, but nobody wants to just kind of let things happen gradually. And then you start bringing spell work into it, and I don't know what kind of spell work it is, so I can't tell you how dangerous it is. But it's just interesting the way all of these situations work, because it's like, well, when am I going to get the results that I want? But everybody else is playing a part, but they're not functioning at their highest. Where, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're in a situation with someone and you're not happy with them, why are you staying there? I mean, if you don't like her kid, then it's time to leave. There is no magic that's going to stop that. He still has free will. He still can leave. She can run after him. She can try to stop him, but he can tell her, fuck you, I'm going. You know what I'm saying? So it's the free will thing that comes in, and then all the other aspects of the situation. Jay, does Grace still see me as an option in dating? All right, let's see. Does Grace still see me as an option? She does. Let me see. You want me to ask if she's dating someone? Is she dating? Um, she may be, but there's nobody serious around her. She may have gone out with somebody here and there, but I don't think there's a serious relationship around her, or I don't think there has been for a while. Oh yeah, Mel, you can close the super chats. Thanks. Vet, what's my kid's father's intentions today? Hardworking and prepared. Hardworking and prepared today. You know how people are, things could change, but that's what's coming up now. All right. I think the only moderator here is Mel, right? I'll go back up to the top. Nav, which college for my distance education will be better? Let's see. Penn. New York. Actually, Penn comes up stronger. And you create TH's future actions. You had an argument with him. Okay. That's okay. Oh, he may feel like the timing is not right just yet, but he may apologize to you because you got the celebration card. But it might not happen for a couple of days. Good. Let him apologize. He's wrong. Beyond, will I meet anyone on Saturday? I'm going out. And if yes, what will they be like? Okay. I get a 33% chance that you could meet a water sign. I mean, I'm sorry, a fire sign, Pisces, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. They may be a lot of fun. And maybe somebody that you just get a kick out of, or somebody who's entertaining. I don't know if it turns into anything, but it can't hurt to make an extra friend. Cinnamon. Wait, did I just see it? Oh, I didn't answer for Yasmin. Does NS, the Gemini, check my social media, and what does he think of me? Is he interested? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I think he is interested. Yeah. He does check you out. Wow, Anna, your son speaks 5 languages? That's incredible. Oh, Jay Lissa, will the Gemini and the Libra girl break up? Yeah, they will. It might take some time though, but they will. Okay, for Mel. General for the week. General for the week. Oh, Cinnamon, send one. Because I don't see it. It might have disappeared. All right, this one's general for Mel for the week. Look out for a little argument around somebody. You may, well, you know, with this card, when it comes to general, it could be moving on to greener pastures, or it could be a trip to water by water or around water. A little bit of anxiety, it's moving into the past. Intuition is spot on, listen to it. You have a couple of people coming in. It could be a new love enters. You have a Cancer around you. You also have a Virgo. You're definitely walking away, though, from things that don't work for you, because you have the 8 of Cups here. Spiritual practice that does you really well. All 10 cups being full. And then this may take a little bit more than a week. Feeling like things are moving slowly, slow and steady. Slow and steady is fine. I'm okay with slow and steady. Shani. Me and Corey had a fight. How long will it be until we talk again? Could be a week or so. Cinnamon Will West. Come reconcile a serious relationship with me, and should I be careful? Okay. Yes, he's going to reconcile. The timing isn't right just yet with the Judgment card in reverse. And yes, you should be careful. SMJ, what are these current thoughts about me? Thinks that you're balanced, patient, compassionate, intuitive. Loving, nurturing, kind, and attractive. Nana, love. You have a love relationship coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, there's great success around it. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. And if you're not with anyone right now, somebody from your past could be coming back that comes in with a lot of happiness, and a new journey begins. But keep in mind, someone from your past doesn't have to be an old lover or an ex-lover or something like that. It could be like somebody that you knew from the past. Hola, personality of future husband. He's going to be a hard worker. He's going to be very sharp with his words. He means what he says and says what he means. He feels a little bit balanced, grounded, down to earth. He's kind. He has money. He might have a little bit of an adventurous side. spiritually connected, or he's got a religion that he's very into. And he also may be, you might find him to be very attractive. All right, guys, that's about it for me tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all. Good night.